do. I'm not pushing any point of view at all. But diversity is a fact of life in the true West, and there were all different types of people from all different backgrounds, all ethnicities and so forth involved. And a lot of people didn't even know that. So that's basically sort of the thrust of this book. But it includes people like you've probably already heard of, like Wild Bill Hickok and Annie Oakley and Calamity Jane, as well as, the Native Americans and Black men and women.
Yeah, there are some excellent stories here in this book. So I'm really excited to have you here sharing with us today.
Thanks. So, okay. So first one I want to talk about is Bill Pickett. And Bill Pickett was a guy who he was a rodeo star, and he invented what is called bulldogging. Now, are people out there familiar with bulldogging? It's when you ride on a horse after a steer or a bull, and he jumped down from his horse, grabbed the steer around the neck, and he would bite its upper lip to gain control of the animal and then wrestle it to the ground. And it's called bulldogging because apparently that's what the bulldogs who used to help herd the steer and so forth would do. They bite the beast on its upper lip, and I guess that seems like it would be awful painful to me. And it was enough painful for them to kind of weaken them and make them controllable. All right, and so that's what he did in all these rodeo shows. Like there's one called the 101 Ranch Wild West Show, which was a fantastic Wild West show, and included like Buffalo Bill at the time, Tom Mix, and Will Rogers, and he that was his big act was bulldogging. All right, and the amazing thing is, after doing this for a whole long time, he still had enough teeth left to become a movie star. All right. And he was in some of the early movies, before they were even talkies. One was called, The Bulldogger, obviously. And another one was called The Crimson Skull. And he was pretty successful at that, as successful as any black movie star was likely to be back in like 1919, right? And then he became friends with Will Rogers, and he died, ironically, I suppose, when he got kicked in the head, not by a bull, but by a horse. And his friend, Will Rogers, the great humorist, gave him a great eulogy. And that's that for Bill Pickett.
Well, I do want to interject for those of you from the Intermountain West, the longest running all black rodeo is in honor of Bill Pickett. It's the Bill Pickett Rodeo Invitational, and it's held every January in Denver, Colorado around Martin Luther King Day, and it still tours the American West. The next rodeo, I believe, is February 24th and 25th. It's been running since 1984, the Bill Pickett Rodeo, Invitational Rodeo.
Yeah. And so next, should we move on